You want it to hike that 10-kilometer trail out in the backcountry. When you're carrying your belt kit, your shoulder straps don't need to be really tight because you're going to have the belt cinched up tight around the top of your hips. So now it is well supported. On your sides, that's where you want your heaviest items. You don't want anything in the front of you because you need to be able to bend over. You don't want nothing pinching you in your stomach. You don't have to take it off to access items in your belt. Simply loosen your strap, pull your arm through, and rotate your belt kit. Now you can simply, like here, grab your water. Now it's always important to bring a windbreaker type coat. So you can take a very light coat and tie it to the top of the pouches. So now you have a windbreaker jacket for any type of adverse weather conditions. A pistol mag pouch works great for carrying my headlamp. Connected to this D-ring are my pace counting beads. Next to that, in this pistol mag pouch, is my Leatherman. Now, it is connected to a carabiner so that I can quickly release it and use this to do different tasks. Now, the Leatherman has a small attachment point here, so I ran a key ring through that and then just hockey taped up the paracord with the carabiner. So this gives a nice, simple, effective way to secure it so I don't lose it, plus retrieve it when I need it. Now, without restructuring the belt kit for parks where you can't carry firearms, you can still utilize your double mag pouch. So here I am carrying my compass and also my GPS. So those two items fit very well inside of this double mag pouch. The double mag pouch on my right side, because I'm right-handed, contains my large canister of bear spray. In the 100-round light machine gunner's pouch, I have my 1-liter Nalgene water container. Exactly opposite to that other pouch is another 100-round light machine gunner's pouch that I'm carrying my other 1-liter Nalgene water container. This is a utility pouch and it is carrying my brew kit. So here I have my canister of isobutane, butane, and my cup with the lid, obviously my spoon, my coffee, and inside is my stove. This British padded hip belt has a gap where the belt goes through, so here I added my pouch to carry my Bahco Laplander saw. Now it's also carabinered, so it's there if I need it for an emergency. The opposite utility pouch is basically my food pouch. So there's 2 granola bars, can of sardines. Now it's really important, carry those in a couple extra baggies, because after you eat the sardines, you want to put the tin back in a baggie and put it back in your kit. You don't want to be littering on the ground anywhere. And then there is some soup mix, a thing of peanut butter. Peanut butter is great because it's very calorie dense, so you can get lots of long-term lasting energy from peanut butter. And then at the very bottom is some oatmeal. So there's 4 packets of like peach flavored oatmeal. The belt gap on my right side is carrying my M95 Ranger Puukko. On top of my rear pouches is tied my First Spear wind cheater windbreaker. This rear 100-round LMG pouch is my boo-boo kit and trauma pouch. So I have my boo-boo kit, and then I've got a trauma kit put in here that I took the inside out of the British pack. So there is my trauma kit. This middle pouch contains my rain poncho. So this is a Helicontex rain poncho. Now this is also my emergency pouch. So I've got two 25-foot hanks of paracord, emergency whistle, emergency flag, notebook, pen, signal mirror, and an emergency map. And my last 100 round LMG pouch is my kit pouch. So this has my hygiene kit, my fire kit, my water kit, some bug spray, and a flashlight. Now, most animals, including bears, want nothing to do with people. And when they become aggressive is when they feel cornered or they have cubs or babies and that they want to protect their young. So if you happen to be going on a trail and you see a bear with cubs, don't keep moving forward to get that perfect picture. Start backing away slowly. So a double mag pouch will hold a large canister of bear spray very well. When I set up a belt kit, I like it to answer one question for myself. Can it sustain me for 24 hours? In 24 hours, you can have various needs and various things happen. Can my belt kit meet those needs? This is exactly where cotton clothes and a belt kit are the answer. Because periodically you're going to get gusts of wind and breezes, and that becomes basically your thermal regulator. So as that breeze moves over your sweated up cotton clothing, it's going to add like a air conditioning cooling effect, right? So that moisture is going to evaporate and cause a cooling effect on your body. So this is really important for regulating your body temperature and preventing heat exhaustion. I have gotten heat exhaustion in the past and it's no fun. I was in my early 20s, literally collapsed out in a field, and my muscles started locking up. Good thing I had some buddies there to help me out. Back then, I didn't know things about electrolytes and hydrating properly. I love my Savoda backpack, but when temperatures are getting into the extreme, backpacks trap a lot of heat, and that is what you don't want. You don't want heat trapped up in your back. So a belt kit might be an option for you.